Hi, Kosseroy here, and we're back with level 4 part 2, basically where we left off. Once you've defeated all the enemies in this courtyard area, you'll see a guy who'll come and talk to you, basically tell you what you want to do next, and you need to kick the shit out of him. So it's just like 4 monsters that you've encountered before, and this guy is quite tough, to be honest.
The wizard is resistant to boulder, so you'll have to use some sort of lightning or magic. A good hint I found, well, you could use thunderbolt instead.
As you can see in the bottom hand corner, the blue character, me, Costa Boy. I do keep trying to boulder him because that's one of the most like devastating attacks, but we find out that doesn't do it. So once Ops thunderbolts him and carry on down the street. Okay, we arrive here. You see a door. I check the door. It says, "What a surprise! It is locked." While I'm prattling about with the door, Ops has already watered the fire out, and we'll be moving on to the next section here. A big ass machine comes out, and it's Freedom, and they kill themselves. And from the, you get quite a bit of notice on this one, because you can see from the back the enemies are coming. I think there's 2 sets of these. So if you just take these out again, you've encountered these before, they're not hard. As you can see, if you look to the top of the screen, you can see, I think there's another set of these to come. There, you can see them now. I think this is the last set, so just take care of these, you would any other.
Don't be scared of the grinder, it doesn't chase you, just do not walk into it, as I've done before.
Great, don't forget to heal yourself, and you can use haste to get around fast. Don't forget that, because that's a good commodity. And walk into the door, the open door. Right, once you're in here, be careful not to walk in any fire, because you will have to cast water on yourself to put yourself out. And it's just pretty much pain in the ass. You need to kill these as fast as you can. And I walk into fire here.
Yeah, because he's armoured, he's vulnerable to lightning, but with his armour on, I don't think he's vulnerable to anything else. And lightning bolt does not work indoors.
As you can see, I put myself on fire. It's a while since I realised I put myself on fire. So I douse myself in water and quickly heal myself back up.
I'm just trying every element under the sun on his armour.
So keep cracking it in, and once you've done that, I was on fire again, so I got revived, heal myself to full, and we can continue along.
We've got conflagrate, which is you've got to do steam, fire, steam, fire, steam, I believe. It's a pretty hard one because you've got to use water and fire and then fire and then just practice sequence a little bit.
Ops with the M60. I stay back and boulder. We put these out, carry on our journey down here to that next area. And as we come out, we can just carry on a little bit up the road. There we go. You shouldn't have any trouble navigating really, because it's pretty hard to get lost. Unless there's like a small side street that you think you might have to go down. But as we come around this corner, like as you saw me then, just playing around with different elements when there's no enemies around, which is a key to it, really. Just every opportunity you've got, try out different elements, see what it thinks. Right, you're going to have some of these beastmen again coming over from the wall. Again, nothing you haven't encountered before, so make sure you take them out. And again, they're not just coming from one direction, so make sure one of you takes the front, one of you takes the back, and make sure like you've got tactics before going into anything like this. There we go, so we're carrying on down here. Make sure you go around the fire. Checkpoint, that's our first checkpoint in the whole video, which I'm not sure if we missed one, but it's a pretty long way if you die, so try your best not to. Obviously you're going to do that anyway. Ops pointed out not a secret or anything here, but it cuts it a little bit shorter. Basically there's this massive fuse which they light, and you need to defend the king for about 10 minutes while the fuse dies down and hits the gunpowder and blows a hole in the wall. So I set out trying to defend Ops while he just goes to the gunpowder and uses fire on it.
There you go, I've just saved 10 minutes of your life.
You're welcome. Exactly. So instead of prattling around for 10 minutes, we can just go straight into there. And I think this is where we encounter
the machine.
The machine, which is the boss of level 4.
Wanted to point out, you can continually fight the wizards, but eventually the king will die otherwise, so you've just got to blast that machine a few times with pretty much anything and it'll stop.
I don't know if it's just me, but I found this absolutely hilarious. How the beastman tries to start the machine on his little push bike, sort of hamster wheel situation, ends up coming undone, and he just fucks off straight through the wall. You can see him pedaling, and he's got the machine working, but he's gone. Down and out, dead. End of. So you don't worry about him. He's gone. You don't need to do anything else to him. So basically this lad says that I'll have to do it by myself, so he'll come out and attack you. So one of you should really go for him, and the other one
just take care of the hands.
Take care of the take care of that.
This one's a bit more difficult. It's not really one you can choose. You just got to keep an eye on what elements to use and try to counter them accordingly. Again, no lightning bolt, which is always a sad situation.
Yeah, as remember you are inside again. The lightning bolt does not work inside. And I die, so I get revived. Put your life up to full as soon as you get revived, just to save yourself from dying there. Just throwing a few rocks in the corner.
One good tactic is also to use water to wet them and then use lightning to amplify the damage.
Yeah, it's great. And again, we'll point out, if you're surrounded by a lot of enemies, if you build up your lightning as far as you can and cast it on one enemy, it will create a string to the enemies around, but also take point again that it does affect your teammates if you are working in a team. I'd say this is definitely one of the hardest bosses we've encountered yet.
Another Star Wars reference, if you can get it.
And there we go, and the king picks him up. And he's off out with him. And he's down the pit to the Rancor. Right, so that's it basically. We've finished that level today. You'll get the achievement for defeating the boss of level 4, which was another name I couldn't pronounce. But no problem, we're going to be back very soon with level 5. Might be in 2 parts depending on how long it takes. So don't forget to comment, like and subscribe if you want to see more, and let me know your feedback.
Thank you.
Cheers guys.